Is legacy online school right for your homeschool? Let's review it. Welcome back to Making Everyday Magic. My name is Shauna, and if you are new here, we are a homeschooling family of 4. We are entering our 9th year of homeschooling, and today I want to talk with you about legacy online school. Let's do a review for how legacy online school pertains to homeschoolers. But don't get me wrong, anybody can benefit. If you're considering adding structure to your homeschool day or just looking for an accredited program, this might be helpful for you. Before we go any further, guys, please scroll down, hit the big red subscribe button, turn on that bell for notifications, and give this video a thumbs up. As always, you can find me right on down in the comments or over on Instagram at Making Everyday Magic. Also, as always, you can scroll right on down, or also I will link right up in the corner, the link right over to Legacy Online School. This, full disclosure, is a paid partnership with Legacy Online School, but let me explain to you why I feel like this is a very good resource for homeschoolers. Lately, I have been hearing from people in real life and seeing more comments in the Facebook groups and things like that of people who are, especially as your kids get older, turning away from homeschooling for a variety of reasons. So yes, we are often discussing all of those people who are coming to homeschooling, but there are a lot of people who are turning away from homeschooling. And there are a huge number of reasons why. And this is why I feel like Legacy Online School could be just what you need to continue homeschooling if you're feeling on the fence. So let's break down a few of the whys. First and foremost, I feel like Legacy Online School can be a very good resource if you are coming to homeschooling and you are unsure of where to start. It is a similar path to what we took ourselves when we were just starting out on our homeschool journey. It can provide you with training wheels to understand how to get going. It can take a lot of the stress off of your plate. As your kids get older, and something that I am finding as we are getting further along into our homeschool journey and even our parenting journey, we're having middle schoolers who are now knocking on the threshold of high school, and even our little one is knocking on the threshold of middle school. It can be really hard to homeschool through those transitional ages. And I know that you've seen it just as much as I have, where people are like, oh, we're going to do it for elementary, but they'll go back for middle school. We're going to do it for middle school, but they'll go back for high school. This can be something that allows you to continue getting all of those perks of homeschool while also supporting the independent learning that does tend to increase as your kids get into the higher grade level. So middle school and high school. It also helps with several other things that we're going to tackle in just a minute. It may be that you are a parent who doesn't necessarily feel confident in your ability to homeschool, those higher grades, or you just need to ensure that they are getting a certain level of academic progress that you don't feel as confident in being able to provide. These are the perfect times to outsource. We've done it ourselves for situations like math, and it is a very real, honest, and viable option to allow you to continue homeschooling when you just aren't necessarily feeling like you can do it the best yourself. There are many families that choose a blend of homeschooling as well as outsourcing topics. So something that is more like Legacy Online School, because it does provide you a well-rounded education. And it may be something, like I said, where you just feel like you don't feel as confident in being able to teach it and you need to tap out. Or maybe you are incredibly confident in your ability to teach it. You just happen to teach it in a way that is not the manner in which your children best learn. There is also a dark side to the whys, guys. I have seen a lot of situations where mom and dad have pitted against each other in custody battles. And, dad says, no, we're not going to homeschool. And mom says, but this is still the best educational path forward. Something like an online school, something like a virtual program that is also accredited and approved in every single state in this country can be the way that you can still get all of those wonderful benefits of homeschooling while allowing both parents to feel like their needs, their viewpoints are being met. So, like I said, there are certain darker times like divorce where this type of program can really benefit families. There are other less dark and heavy topics as well. For example, if you are homeschooling a lot of kids, which is larger families are very common in the homeschool world. If you are homeschooling more than one child, it can be really, really, really hard to plan and execute everything that your kids are going to need along their academic journey. So Legacy Online School does provide you an opportunity to outsource as little or as much as you would like. And this takes me right into what is Legacy Online School. Legacy Online School is a virtual learning platform. It is fully accredited, which is where many, many people stress about their homeschool journey in things not being accredited. Fully accredited, bona fide, real life diploma, which can grease the skids on the way into college. Legacy Online School offers very flexible options for K through 12, including things like college prep. You can sign up for one class that is live one-on-one. You can sign up for tutoring if that is all you need. You can sign up for the full year. You can sign up for the semester. You can do basically any kind of a la carte option that you can imagine for your child's learning path. Legacy Online School has an option for you, and you don't have to trust me. You can look at their website and you can reach out to them. They're very responsive. If you are still on the fence, Legacy Online School has, like the platform, but it's kind of like a dummy account. So they've got an elementary, middle school, and high school level that if you reach out to them, they will provide you with the login credential details so that you can get a trial of the program before you even have to commit. They do offer really, really competitive pricing, okay? So you can get all of your needs met for as little as $149 a month. And they do offer multiple student discounts, which is absolutely huge in the homeschool world because, as I've mentioned, many, many families are much larger in the homeschool world. A few things that I have noted and love about the Legacy Online School platform is that they have a page fully dedicated to their DEI policies, which in this day, as you know, is becoming increasingly rare. So I appreciate that they have put that front and center. They've also qualified for, get this, scholarships. So they are eligible for you to use several different kinds of scholarship options to secure their platform. I believe as well they are eligible for those funds. If you have state funds where you are, you can use them for Legacy Online School because, again, fully accredited program. Now, there are a few other benefits to Legacy Online School beyond academics. Legacy Online School also offers many socialization options, which, as you know, is a hot button topic in the homeschool world. Now, one of the things that I love and that my husband was super excited to hear about is that Legacy Online School is in partnership with the College Board. What is the College Board, Shauna? The College Board is the organization, the nonprofit that puts together SATs and AP exams. So Legacy Online School also offers college prep in direct partnership with the College Board, meaning that they've got AP classes, guys. They've got AP classes and test prep, which, as my oldest gets older, I am more and more interested in what our next steps are beyond homeschool life. I myself want to make sure that I am giving her the best foundation and the best possible prep that I can. AP classes, SAT prep, those are things that are absolutely gold, especially when they are hand in hand branded partnership with the College Board. So keep that golden nugget in mind, especially if you aren't considering this now, but you might consider something like this later. Now you might be wondering, okay, but what does it look like? What it looks like is a online learning platform. Okay, they have direct one-on-one teaching options, they have tutoring options, they have live class, and they have asynchronous learning. So any kind of scheduling that's going to suit for you. Maybe you have like a little gymnast who's going into the Olympics and her training schedule keeps her from being able to stay on a routine learning schedule, this could very well be a wonderful option for you, especially since it does provide some of that socialization that you might need a little bit more of. Now, these are virtual classrooms with certified teachers, so you don't have to worry that Joe Schmo McGo has put together his own curriculum or put together his own thoughts on something. These are people who are licensed and fully real world teachers. Okay, guys, I've shared a lot with you about how virtual school through Legacy Online School could be really great in a lot of situations, but let's talk about the specific benefits to homeschoolers and not just every student. Don't get me wrong, it's good for every student, but specifically for homeschoolers, here are some key benefits. Legacy Online School provides structure and flexibility. So it is flexible enough to fit into your everyday life, simultaneously holds you accountable for homeschooling your child. Many of you know, many of you have experienced it, myself included, when you get off track, when it's hard to get restarted, when you don't know where to start. Legacy Online School takes care of that for you. Teacher-led instruction. Teacher-led instruction can be absolutely gold if you as a parent need that extra support, or if your learner needs to just hear it from someone else. As a homeschool parent, I know that you get that question all the time. I could never homeschool my own child. Well, guess what? Yes, you can. And it's perfectly fine to hold hands with someone else who's helping you make it possible. This one's a big one. Accredited transcripts. Yes, I am a firm believer. I have seen it happen that homeschool students can get into any college of their choice, but it makes it a lot easier if you go a more traditional route with a fully accredited homeschool diploma. It just does. It's more common. It's often more easily recognized. Again, it's not that it's not possible, it's just that it's easier. Legacy Online School fits better with real life. Especially since the events of a few years ago, things have changed in the educational market. More families are traveling more often, more full-time. More parents are working from home. If you are able to continue holding down your full-time job while you're working from home and your child's able to get a full education working in an adjacent room to you through their device with fully accredited teachers, this could be a really great option for a lot of families. If you are no longer based in the US for whatever reason, it can be really good for you to continue that educational model for your child, continue right along with no hiccups and skipping no beats in their educational path, as well as still receiving a fully accredited diploma. Something that really stuck out to me was Legacy Online School has expanded their social opportunities and offerings. So there are fully online virtual classes where they can interact with their classmates because it's a consistent set of kids. There are social offerings like clubs, interest-based clubs, just for fun that your kids can get in, share ideas, and exchange pleasantries with kids who are focused on the same things that they are. They offer virtual meetups. So maybe it's not even that they love the latest video game. Maybe it's just that they just want to hang out with kids their own age, get their eyes on a few faces, which again is really great if you travel a lot, or if your schedule isn't a traditional 9 to 5. But one of the things that they have started offering that I think is absolutely amazing is virtual field trips. This has come up a lot for me in recent times, and I'm talking about all the things that we're doing. And so many of you have reached out to me and just talked about how you simply do not have resources in your area because you are more rural. You are further from a major city. You don't have a zoo that you could go to or a nearby museum. Virtual field trips. Get out and see those same things, even if it's through a screen, to get some of those experiences. I think that's amazing, and I'm really glad that Legacy Online School has started offering such things. Now let's talk about what's really important to consider in this Legacy Online School review. First and foremost, cost. It is not inexpensive, but it is incredibly value-packed. Like I said already, you can get started for as little as $149 a month. They do offer multiple student discounts, and you can take one class for your high schooler, or you could take a full load for your high schooler. It is significantly less than a private school would be. A full-time year for a high schooler is about $3,500, which, again, if you're not feeling really confident or you really need a fully accredited program, it's kind of a steal. Other important things to note are that you are going to need a compatible device, which is, anything with the internet, but you're probably going to want a really good internet connection. So keep that in mind when you're planning for these things. Another note is that it is a little bit less customizable than a full DIY approach. However, some people really, really want that kind of structure. They want all of the benefits of the flexibility with a little bit less of the pressure. Especially for younger kids, this will still involve parents. Okay, so you're not totally hands-off, which is why I'm perfectly happy to recommend to you that this is an option for homeschool. Because if you are totally, fully, completely hands-off, then is it really homeschool? I'm going to circle back and say it again. The cost is an important thing to consider, but keep in mind that school funds can be used because it's an accredited program if school funds are something that's available to you in your state, but also they're eligible for scholarships in many areas. You can use their scholarships right away to purchase this platform access for your learner. All right, guys, I'm sure that by this point in the video, I've shrunken my head over and given you a really big look into the platform and at their website. I am happy to partner with Legacy Online School because I do think that they are such an amazing resource for homeschoolers. Not just homeschoolers, but any learner that just needs a little bit extra. Maybe you're tapping in over summer to get caught up on Spanish. Maybe you need to bridge a little bit more in your learning to get to that next level of math with confidence. It is so important to me that while I don't choose to use every single thing that I talk about, I come here and share because every homeschool is unique. Every homeschool takes their own path, as they absolutely should. It is important to me to partner with various resources so that you can get feedback on the things that are out there for you, because I know that without you guys telling me about things, I wouldn't know about half of the things that I do know about. I'm very fortunate to be in a position where many things fall into my lap, and I'm really excited to be a partnership with Legacy Online School for this review. Why? Because I think it's amazing. For learners, I think they've done a great job. The fact that they can tell you that they're accredited and they're partners with the College Board, to me, tells me that they're serious. They've done their homework. They mean business, and they are in the service of your learner. So again, I've got it linked in the description box down below. Again, if you want to look inside the platform, if you want to click around for yourself, reach out to them and they will let you have access to one of those accounts. So guys, I hope that you found any of this helpful, entertaining, or informative. If you did, please scroll down, hit that big red subscribe button, turn on the bell for notifications, and give this video a thumbs up. Head on over and check out Legacy Online School for yourself. You don't need to rely on my review of it. You can get a look for yourself. Again, this is a program that I would recommend. This is a program that I honestly would consider for ourselves, for our homeschool, which to me says that that's kind of a ringing endorsement. As far as I'm concerned, because anything that somebody is willing to use for themselves, I think is, especially I've got a lot of years of experience under my belt. And while I've seen many things as far as a distance-based learning virtual platform, I feel like for the dollars to value, Legacy Online School is the best one that I've seen. So guys, I hope that you enjoyed this. I hope that you enjoyed this look and this review of Legacy Online School. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Have you, as homeschoolers, one, fallen into any of those who this might be for? Are you divorced? Are you having to make sure we've got accredited programs going? Do you have a kid who's getting up there in their grade levels and you're just ready to have some help? Are you somebody who does still need to work a few hours a day? Like, what is it that you feel like makes this either really helpful for you, something that you could use as a resource? Have you tried it? I'd love to hear anything, any of this stuff that that could give me some feedback for use for homeschoolers and give Legacy Online School some feedback for use for homeschoolers. I would love to hear. All right, guys, that's it for today. Bye.